Me struggling to find the unmute button. Hello, chat. Hello. I hope you're all having a wonderful Friday. My Friday has been less than great so far, but that's gonna change in a moment. That's gonna change in just a moment as we play some Mario. Everything will be made great again by playing video games. So I was planning on playing something else tonight, but I spent the last few hours setting up my roommate's new router, and being incredibly frustrated with the process. So instead, we're just gonna play some more Mario, and then maybe play something after. Maybe. That's what the plan is for today, because yeah, my day was a bit frustrating. Started bad, continued to be bad. Thought it was better when the new router got here, and then installing that bad boy was just such a pain in the butt. Such a pain in the butt. But we're moving past it. This level was cool, so let's hope it just it goes well.
I can't believe you've done this.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Lorelai, for the 4 months. Fun fact, there's a recording of the last Kuai-o bird singing before it went extinct. It was a mating call sung by a male bird. The song has breaks for the female bird to respond. There's no response because the male Kuai-o is the last of his kind. Well, that's a depressing fun fact. Hey, did you know this bird died calling to its mate that wasn't there?
I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this. How? Thanks for the 5 months. You heard rumors of another game later? It's true. There are rumors of another game after this. But it really depends on my mood. I'm hoping streaming will improve my mood, because typically it does, you know? But who's to say? Maybe this stream goes really poorly and I end up wanting to stop streaming forever. Unlikely, but possible. What's this supposed to do here? Don't land on that. That's what we're supposed to do. Oh, fuck me. I mistimed it. Posy vibes only. Listen, you can't force that kind of thing, you know? Speaking of posy vibes, though, yesterday was great. I had a very good Thanksgiving. Ate some delicious food. The dish I made didn't turn out quite as good as I was hoping. Please jump back over this direction. Please? Please? Fuck. But all the rest of the food was pretty great. And then, you know, I got to hang out with a friend I hadn't seen in a while. Not for very long, but, you know. Beggars can't be choosy, as they say. Ah, son of a bitch. You wanna go back up? Please and thank you. Come over this direction, please? 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 No, ah, you bastard. This block's gonna disappear soon, please. Ah, you son of a bitch. You had sweet potato casserole and corn pudding at your Thanksgiving. I've never had either of those things. Sweet potato casserole is not really something any of my family ever makes. At least not my, like, immediate family. And corn pudding is something I have never heard of. But I do like corn, so maybe corn pudding would just be delicious. What did I have at my Thanksgiving? So the dish I made was butter chicken and garlic naan. And my butter chicken, the flavor was just alright, right? The garlic naan was garlic naan, it was delicious, right? We did have turkey and gravy and mashed potatoes. That's something we always have, you know? And stuffing. But then let's see. I needed to spin up there, I'm dumb. We also had some sort of Asian dumpling. We had empanadas filled with beef and potatoes. We had something called Schinken Noodle or Schinken Nuden or something like that. It's a German dish with cheese and noodles. We had cheese fondue and pretzel bread. Let's see, we had Puerto Rican flan for dessert, along with pumpkin pie and ice cream. Oh, and some cupcakes that my niece made and drew cats on. I'm sure there's a few things I'm forgetting, but yeah, that was the majority of my meal. We were supposed to start lunch at 1 o'clock, and we didn't start till like 2:30 because... So it was hosted at my house, right? And I was supposed to be one of 2 people that needed to finish their dish day of, right? And then basically everyone showed up and needed a burner or an oven. So things were considerably delayed. But that's kind of just the way things work with my family. Being on time, that's not our thing. Wanna jump over here, please? Thank you. Is that a rope that... Okay, there are ropes in Mario World. Or maybe it's only in Kaizo Hex. There are ropes in this game that you can't run across, right? I'm wondering if that is a rope that I have to walk across in order to not fall through. That sounds like a really good spread. It was wonderful. It was a great Thanksgiving. Aside from the fact that, you know, everything was mega delayed and I was very hungry by the time we got to actually eat. Thanksgiving is actually my favorite holiday. I like how there's no pressure to, like, spend a bunch of money on gifts and things and everyone's just trying to cook good food. The flow of this level is incredible. No! Why didn't you grab that, you bastard? can't wait till tomorrow. You'll be going to your extended family's Thanksgiving celebration. And your Middle Eastern uncle usually cooks for those, and his food is so fucking good. Well, I'm glad to hear that. It feels like the last holiday that hasn't been destroyed by capitalism. Yeah, which is pretty funny considering that like the origins of Thanksgiving are kind of sus, you know? But yeah, Thanksgiving is far and away my favorite holiday. I just like being around my family and eating good food. I especially love that we have kind of thrown tradition out the window now, and we just make what we want to eat. Like last year we did, everybody got a color, and their food had to be that color. And that's why I ended up making butter chicken last year. This year we did like a festival theme, and mine was a flower festival, so I put some edible flowers in there. The year before, I think we did, everybody gets a type of cuisine, or like a country. Yeah, it was a country. Everybody got a country. I got France. And so I did, I did French onion soup. And the French onion soup was the first of the leftovers to go. Like, it didn't last past that night. Because I had friends over, and they ate the leftover French onion soup. So that made me feel pretty good. Shit. You're personally more of a Christmas person, but mostly because of how cozy Christmas feels. Yeah, I can understand that. I am not a Christmas person because, well, I'm I'm bad at receiving gifts. You could ask my parents, like, what my reaction was. Basically, every time I got any gifts was just like, oh, cool, thanks. And then I move on, because I'm not the type of person that was like, oh my gosh, you got me nothing. You got me a PlayStation. Oh, okay. I see what... That's just a troll at the end there, I think. Oh, shit. I should be recording this for shorts. That thing I totally still do. Yep. Oh, also last night was like really cold, and that was nice. There hasn't been a Thanksgiving here that's actually been cold in like, I don't know, 10 years or something. It was nearly freezing last night, which is very cold for this part of Florida. For most parts of Florida. Except for like the very far north of Florida in the Panhandle. Oh, no, why'd I do that? Why'd I do that? Now, it's very funny that you're still bringing it up, because I do have the footage and the script still saved on my computer for all the Fatal Fury stuff, but it's just like, I have not actually played that game since the week that I finished the streams. Not because I don't enjoy the game, but just because, like, haven't been in the mood. Okay, this level should be done. It should just be done by now. I should just finish it because, I mean, we're like a step away from the end. Or the checkpoint, or whatever. I don't know if it'll be a checkpoint or the end, but... Why did that one not jump fast enough? Actually, now that I think about it, I haven't really played, like... any fighting game since I finished the Fatal Fury stream stuff. You know, the Hunt for a Man. I think I played Fatal Fury twice after that stream, right? Like the following days, and I was having a good time, but then I just stopped. Not intentionally, not because I was like, oh, I'm sick of this, but just, yep. We played one session of Rivals. Rivals is not a fighting game, you bastard. You're forcing me to bring this up all the time. Okay. I want to bait you out, I think. Oh, my lord. Can I bounce on you? Okay, I can. Okay, checkpoint. We got an H, as the community likes to call it. I don't really like calling it an H because it doesn't look that much like an H to me. Ooh, I see what I have to do here. That's neat. I like that. Wait, what the hell? Oh. Oh. Yeah, the community calls this checkpoint an H. I don't know why they call it an H, but that's what it is. It's not a checkpoint, it's an H. And that's not just like one or two people, that's like nearly everyone. Please activate. Oh. How am I supposed to get that bastard to bounce to the right? Maybe I need to be like jumping on that platform to make it like fall slower. You're losing your mind in your dead cells run. How is Mario going? It's going all right so far. So far, easily the smoothest, best part of my day. But, I mean, it's not been a great day, so it's really not saying much. Do I need to do this? Come on. Okay, I think that's what I just need to kill time there. Let's see, your run is 5 BC, green run, gold scissors as your main weapon, and you're currently cursed in the ossuary. Yeah, I know what those things mean. Yep, totally. There we go. Okay. Ooh, okay, that's gonna be tight. Cursed in the ossuary definitely sounds like a nightmare. What is being cursed do to you? Die if you take any damage. Oh. Yeah, that sounds like a nightmare, alright? That sounds like it's not fun. How long does that last? Do you have to, like, kill a certain number of enemies, or... Kill X amount of enemies, okay. That other one didn't activate. Ooh. You opened a cursed chest, which is a 10 kill curse, and it gave you a stun grenade. Oh. Rip. Damn, hell, that was fast. You killed that viewbot like instantly. I didn't even see they were there until they were just gone. You were tabbing over to boofing. As one does, as one does. I'm already losing concentration and it hasn't even been like a half hour yet, so you know, this is gonna go well. How the hell do I get the height for that? Do I need to keep moving to get the height, the proper height I need for that? This level is... It looks really simple, but it's kind of tricky. Like, this jump here just makes sense. But, like, this jump here is way trickier than it looks. This little bit here takes a little bit of, like, finagling, and I jumped way too early. And these, like, jumping blocks are not, like, a super common thing in Mario World, or just in Kaizo in general, right? So the timing is not something that I have locked in on. That's fine, because we're going to lock in right now, and it's going to be free. What? Why'd that bastard jump that way? Dude, you just barely get enough height to do that. You just barely get enough height to bounce on that. So, chat, I was watching, so there's a creator called Pangaea Panga, right? He's a very well-known creator who's been making hacks and Mario Maker levels for a very long time, right? And he just put out a new hack called Super Jam World 3, which is a sequel to one of his last hacks. And I've been watching other Kaizo players play it, and man, it is an incredibly cool hack that I'm sure I would not even be able to beat a single level on. The things it is asking you to do are just nuts. And I was just thinking to myself, that's the kind of hack that I want to work up to in a couple of years. I'll have to show some footage or something of a level from the hack, because it's just nuts. The things that some people can accomplish in Kaizo. Do I need to bounce back to the other one? Can I bounce back to the other? I don't think I can. Maybe, I don't know, maybe. Maybe I can bounce back to the one on the left there and, like, bounce from there to the right, because that would be a lot easier. It's possible for me to bounce on the block from that lower one. It's just, the timing is... I don't have it down. You activate, please, thank you. I don't think I can. Yeah, I think I just gotta do that. Just gotta do that, but space it better. Maybe I need a little momentum there. Maybe I should be swinging back and forth. Yeah, see, I just barely don't think I can make that. I really love when I hit both of them there. That is a satisfying little bounce. Up. Wonderful. Wonderful. Wait, Zeal, what the hell? I thought you were gonna stream your runs of the game that you are playing that I've somehow already forgotten the name of. What the hell are you playing? Dead Cells, that's the word. Dead Cells. Deadlock was the name that kept coming to mind, but I knew it wasn't that. I wanted to watch Zeal suffer over and over again in Dead Cells. And here I am being deprived of that. You've been doing practice runs to get back into it during your free time? Ooh, practices for chumps. Oh, that hit me. Well. You'll remember that next time you see me in a training area of a fighting game? No, see, that's different. That's different. Because you're just killing time when you're in training mode, you know? Waiting for your match to happen. Let me try something. Oh, or miss the block. Is it different? Yes, it's different. Okay? Plus, I've streamed myself being in training mode before, so... That's all I'm saying, okay? He could at least stream his quote-unquote practice runs, which are actually identical to real runs, but just not on stream. He's just trying to save himself some embarrassment. Oh, I should have just been doing this. I'm dumb. Shit. You have like 40 VODs of Dead Cells on YouTube? 40? You played that much Dead Cells? 40 VODs? That is so much easier. Oh, and I missed. Used to start every stream with like 3 or 4 hours of runs. That's a lot. Speaking of, chat, I think I'm gonna start ramping up how much time I'm streaming for. Or rather, ramping back up. Because when I was playing Elden Ring, right, I was doing some pretty long streams. Same with Persona for a while. Ooh. Right? And then, after those games ended, I kind of just, I don't know, like capped out like 3 hours. And so I think I want to go back to doing long streams regardless of if it's a game like Elden Ring or Persona. And just stream for like, you know, like a minimum of like 6-8 hours. The short streams are nice because I don't have to like dedicate my whole day to it, but having longer streams, it just feels right. Wait, what am I supposed to do here? So clearly I'm not doing the right thing here. I know what I need to do. Okay. I know exactly what I need to do there. I need to push the Koopa off the platform by kicking the block to it. Because they slide a bit when they catch the block. He's gonna kick it to the left from the platform down below. And then I'm gonna bounce off of him to grab the other block. You don't like doing short ones ever either? You've been busy recently, so you just haven't bothered streaming? So that's something I never... I don't want to be like, oh, I'm too busy today, I shouldn't stream, right? I have recently had to be like, oh, I literally can't stream because of, you know, this thing that came up. But I don't want to not stream on days that I planned on streaming. Just because it'll be a short one. I want to get back to regularly scheduled streams. No, come here, Block! Fucking dick. What am I trying to say? I don't want to be like, well, I've only got an hour to stream, so I might as well not stream. But I do want to stream longer most of the time. But if I can only do an hour, then I will only do an hour. Because a stream is better than no stream. Regardless of how long or short it is. Fuck. I didn't have enough speed to get up there. Ugh. The beginning of this segment, I don't really like this bit right here, up to this part. Especially with that platform at the start there, not a huge fan of that. Anyway, like I said last stream, there should be some pretty regular streams till like mid-January, early February. I shouldn't have to miss a bunch of streams like I had been for the last few months. Fuck me. I'm obviously not going to be streaming on, like, you know, Christmas Day or anything, but expect frequent streams again. Frequent streams again. Grab the block, you bastard. Fuck me. Already canceling streams? There was no shot I was streaming on Christmas Day, okay? Chatmas is canceled. Shouldn't you be, like, doing things on your Christmas Day? You shouldn't be worried about your favorite streamer playing a video game on Christmas Day. You should be playing a video game yourself or hanging out with your family or something, you know? No, no, no! Grab the block. No! I hate this fucking game. I've complained about this before, and I'll continue to complain about it. I hate that to grab those blue blocks, you have to be touching them when you press the Y button or the X button. You have to be touching them. Not like a couple of pixels away, you have to be touching them. Mario's grab range is actually 0 in this game. Oh no, Lorelai with the fun facts again. Lorelai, why are your fun facts never fun? And very rarely feel like facts? Fun fact, if a domesticated sheep is not sheared regularly, its coat will continue to grow until it is weighed down too much to maintain balance. Eventually falling over and unable to right itself without assistance, will die of either hunger or dehydration. What a fun fact. We've domesticated sheep so hard they can't live on their own. Awesome. And in fact, they'll die of hair growth. What other animal could say that? Its hair will grow too long that it's gonna die. What am I doing here? What am I doing there? I don't know what the next room wants from me. Okay. I've got this level down pat now, okay? It's in the bag. The bag is still open though, okay? I haven't tied the ribbon on top of the bag yet. Potentially alpacas as well, as they were also domesticated for their wool. However, you have not looked into if they are quite as useless independently from humans as sheep are. Well, hop to it. Come on. Can't leave us hanging like that. Now we need to know: will alpacas die of their own wool growing too large, too long and prosperous? Why did I hesitate there? Super Mario. That is his name. No, grab the block, you bitch. And then I missed the jump. $7 Granddad. What are you talking about? Also, hi, Soul. No, grab the Mario, grab the fucking block. Ah! I hate that so much. I hate it so much. It's one of the few things I have always hated about Mario World. It's just like, why? I'm basically touching the block. Just grab it, you bastard. What the fuck am I doing here? Am I doing this? Yeah, I'm doing that and then bouncing off this. Okay. I need to fall on the dude, re-grab to the left, hit the switch, and then it's home free from there. Fuck me, I keep getting too much momentum there. Apparently not shearing alpacas is a problem due to the fact that their wool had high thermal insulation, leading to them potentially dying from heat stroke in warmer weather. Oh. Also, hi, Crow. You hate dead cells, you no-hit a boss, your reward is a golden fire blast. Come on. Just, get good, use the fire blast, beat the next boss. Come on. I don't know if I've talked about my like opinion on that game on stream much, but Dead Cells was fun, but there was really only one like skill that I liked using and one weapon that I found that I really liked using, and it was the hammer and whatever the ice blast thing is. And I would just hit people with the ice blast, smack them with the hammer, rinse, repeat. Activate, you bastards. No, I hate it here. Ice Blast is a classic. Crutch. You actually passed up on one earlier to keep your throwing axe. Yeah, I don't think I ever got a throwing axe. Is that like a Castlevania DLC item or something? But yeah, it did seem kind of crazy busted when I was using it, but you know. When you're learning a new game, it's expected and encouraged to use the busted stuff. Unless maybe it's a multiplayer game. But even then, you know. No, it's not, but the Castlevania X is in the game too? Okay. Mario, you bastard, grab that fucking block. Fuck you. Fuck you. Why are cheesy things bad players rely on called crutches? A crutch is something a disabled or injured person just needs. They're called crutches, Soul, because it's the only thing keeping you up. That's why it's called a crutch. A crutch supports you. Right? It's the only thing keeping you from falling over. That's why things like that are called crutches. It is not an insult to people that need things to, like, help their mobility in real life. It is simply just a matter of the fact that a crutch is something that you need to support yourself. Oh, you walked the other way, you bastard. And so it just makes sense that it's called that. Why do we call it cheese? That's a question that is way, way, way less sensible. Why do we call something a cheat? Why do we call something that is like not the intended way or an easy way to do it without engaging? Why do we call that cheese? What in the? Oh, okay, cool. Just bounced on him. Why is a crutch a negative thing in a game then? Because it's something that you need in order to support yourself. Like, if your goal at the end of the day is to have skill at the game, a crutch is something that you would not have that skill without. It's the only thing holding you up. That's why it's a negative thing, because without it, you would not have the skill. And skill is seen as a good thing in video games. And whether you view something as being a crutch is bad is entirely up to you. If you're winning with a crutch, like, who gives a shit? If other people say it's a crutch. You know what I think is a crutch? Controllers. I need a controller to play a video game. Does that mean a fucking controller is a bad thing? No. Take the block, please. Thank you. I could just simply not have a controller and just play the video game with my mind. Anyway, I've never viewed the term crutch as like that negative a thing. It's just a statement of like, yeah, you need this thing. Frost Blast feels super good to use, but it's busted. It's been nerfed many times. It does feel good to use, it's true. And then more light hits me with the wall of text, so I can't read anyone else in chat. Okay, I was about to freak out if I like off-screened him. Ah, fuck me. Fuck me. Sucks passing on a golden weapon, but it doesn't fit your current run. Dude, I hate that when I'm in a roguelite or a game with random drops like that. Ooh. Why am I being called a donkey? What did I do to deserve this? Oh, because I just fell directly onto the blocks? Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. Fair enough. That death was a pretty bad death, I'm not gonna lie. That's fine. Grab the block, please, thank you. No! You will read my walls of text and enjoy them. No, I don't think I will. You need to learn how to summarize what you're trying to say. Shit. Shit. Ah. Chat, I have a question for you. Are there any games that you associate with Christmas time? For me, there's at least one game that I associate with Christmas time, but not because it's like a Christmassy game, but just because it's something that I, many years ago I played on Christmas morning. From like midnight-ish, Christmas Eve, right? Till like probably like 10 a.m. Christmas Day. Oh, see you later, soul. So Bop. So Cryo. No, you didn't go far enough back because I was too slow. You associate Super Smash Bros. Melee with Christmas because you got it for Christmas and played it with your brother and friends a ton. Okay. That's a good answer. The game I associate with Christmas is Half-Life 2. Because back when I was like 13, 14, I bought Half-Life 2 for Maddie, my little brother, for Christmas. And we do Christmas presents in my family on Christmas Eve at midnight. And like, he got his present, he installed it, and then he went to bed. And I was like, well, I'm not going to bed, so I might as well play it. And then I played it for like the next 10 hours. And then he woke up and he got to play it. But Maddie was, as a kid, very, very easily influenced by, like, people on the internet being like, this is the greatest game ever. So the two games he really wanted to play from the time he was, like, 9, 10 years old for, like, the next couple of years until he actually got to play them was Zelda Ocarina of Time and Half-Life 2, which were, you know, were and really still are considered by a lot of people to be two of the greatest games of all time. And I believe he's still quite fond of Half-Life 2. As am I. I think Half-Life 2 is a fantastic game. Ah! I was not so easily... Well, actually, I won't say that. I was not so, like, easily influenced to believe that a game was the greatest of all time just because, you know, IGN listed it as so. I was inclined to do the opposite. If someone told me this is the greatest thing ever, I would hate it. Because that person doesn't know what they're talking about. They've not played all the games I've played. They have bad taste, etc., you know? And very rarely did I have to eat humble pie and be like, wait, no, actually, they were right. Half-Life 2 is fantastic. Mod abuse? What's Mr. Howe doing? Do I have to punish him again? Does Howe need a good talking to? Okay, this time. Oh, shit! Fuck me! You didn't do anything except for laugh at a chatter using the wrong emote. Well, okay. That's totally fair. Let's all point and laugh at that user. You just fucked yourself over so hard. Rip. I don't know why I hesitated there. I have all of this level, like, I know exactly what I need to do, and my movement is, my movement and my timing is getting better and better, but for some reason at the end there, I just can't quite figure out the proper timing to land on that Koopa. That Koopa. Okay. There we go. Yes! God bless. Am I gonna die here? Okay, cool. I didn't die. I didn't die. I thought maybe I'd fall into that pit. Jeez. That one was rough. This is kind of a jam. I kind of like this. Okay, let's just get right into the next level. Right into the next level. Dolphin Drain, is that what it said? Let me check. Let me double check the name of this level, because why not? Dolphin Drain. Dolphins are scary, so this level is hopefully not going to involve too many of them. What? Okay, and moving pipes are also scary. Ooh, I know this song. What the hell is this? This is such a familiar song. What is it? Ooh. Ooh. That's a really tight jump. I don't... Is this Contra? Is this Contra? This sounds like Contra. I mean, it does, now that you bring that up. But I'm just not sure. It's definitely like a classic video game song. But... what? Also, I immediately just really like this level. The flow of this level is like beautiful. You know what I'm talking about? You've also heard this before? Yes, but from what? I like levels like this where you can almost just kind of hold forward. Almost. I'm not a huge fan of levels where you can actually just hold forward. There's a lot of those in like Mario Maker speedrun levels, and I used to do a lot of those, but they become very samey after a while, so you kind of have to mix things up with other levels. But the ones where you can hold forward and then do minor adjustments here and there. Yeah, I like that a lot. After we finish this level, I'm going to have to look up what the song is. This hack should be popular enough that there's a playlist of its music, or like a post about its music somewhere. And some creators are nice enough to just like post what the songs are in the thread that they have on Mario Central, SMW Central, and maybe hopefully this is one of those creators. Okay, I need to regrab there. Oh, okay, Crow, you're back. No, I did not answer your question. If you want to give me shitty game trailers, go ahead, but I won't be watching them on this stream. I'll watch them on Monday. Because I do actually have something planned for after this stream. 10,000 years of ads are done. You can participate in stream again. Thanks so much for your pennies. I appreciate it. I'm gonna need it because Christmas is coming up. And I have a large family with whom I need to feed all of the Christmas gifts. Oh, fuck me. It's right there. You'll just wait till Monday to send them? Okay, please and thank you. Been a while since we had a Cryo's Corner, so everyone will enjoy that. This might be an Undertale theme. Really? It doesn't sound like Undertale music. But again, I've never played Undertale. Damn it, I have to regrab that. I have to regrab it. But regrabs aren't easy. Damn it. Damn it! This is so hard to place. Yeah, it is. Like that bit there almost reminds me of a Final Fantasy song, but this doesn't sound like Final Fantasy to me. You're stupid, you figured it out? Ooh, what is it? Please, Mr. Chatterman, tell me what the video game music is. Shit. Okay, I needed to bounce the second time there. But there's plenty of time there with the dolphin. I don't need to rush right before the checkpoint. Damn it, I didn't jump at the right timing there. Watch This be something I've never played. And so I only know it through, like, happenstance, you know? Osmosis, absorbing it from other people having played it. I don't need to rush that. I don't know why I'm rushing that. Yeah, the suspense of finding out what the song is killing me. I assume Zeal is gonna say it when he's done listening to it. You're 90% sure that I've played it? Well, that makes it worse, because that means I have a memory of a tadpole. I can't remember a song like this. Have I ever mentioned how there's too much good video game music and it prevents me from, like... Yes! It prevents me from having a social life, you know? Check Discord. Okay. Since we hit the checkpoint. The H, as they say. Oh, is this... Wait, the GIF you sent me is confused. Is this FF8? Is this a... What's the name of that song? What is the name of that song? Man with a Machine Gun or something? The theme for Final Fantasy VIII? Man with Machine Gun. Okay. So I actually haven't played Final Fantasy VIII, but I have watched other people play it, and I have listened to the soundtrack before, so we'll have to listen to that track after this to see if you are in fact correct. Also, I have no qualms in saying that the first half of this level is easily my favorite part of this hack so far. That name reminded you of the movie Hobo with a Shotgun? That's a movie? I've never heard of it. Must not be very good. You haven't seen that? No, I have not seen that. Who's it by? Who directed Hobo with a Shotgun? Is it someone I really like Edgar Wright or something? Why am I suddenly not making that jump there? Maybe, yeah, I guess it's just gotta hit the right side of the dude. Final Fantasy VIII has an amazing soundtrack, but a lot of old songs can blend together, or ones with similar beats. Yeah. Or games. Lots of games take inspiration from their music from like the same sources, so it can be difficult to be like, is this thing or this other thing that sounds really similar? Send me a link to the actual song as well? Okay. I appreciate it. Dude, I keep just missing that. Ooh. Ooh! Ooh. You know, it almost sucks how quickly we got through the first half of this level, because it means we're gonna get to listen to this music less. Okay, I don't know, I keep suddenly messing up that jump there. You need to go finish Strange Journey so you can stream some FF. I agree, you should go finish Strange Journey. Mostly because I want to see the end of the game, because I never beat it myself. Ah, what the hell? You're banning Lorelei now for, like, just asking him what doing? That's a bit overkill. Game hard, you don't know what you're doing with demons? Yeah, you're a newbie to SMT, so you're gonna have a hard time just adjusting. Oh. You know what? You know what I should do? How do I do this? I was gonna do something for Lorelei to make it up to her, but I don't know how to do it. I was gonna make her VIP for a little bit, but I don't know how to make people VIP. So, I'm sorry, Lorelei. You're just gonna have to take my apology and Hal's apology. As good as it's gonna get for you right now. Well, instead, how about this? Water the plant. Okay. Lorelei Flufflebuns. I'm sorry, wrong name. Lorelei Procyon Lotor Lorelei. You've had too many different names. Redeemed. Water the plant. Today we're watering the plant with some sparkling grape juice because it's Thanksgiving and that is tradition. Love me some sparkling grape juice. VIP is in the same settings as where you make people mods, you believe. Okay. Well, okay, so I know where, like, all of that is. I just don't know how to get to that, or if I can get to that through the OBS stream chat. You've got Ghost Electric Limeade flavor. What, like Ghost... The only thing I know that's called Ghost that is also a beverage is like Ghost Protein Powder. Do they make other products? Is that the same thing? Okay. Ghost is an energy drink. Oh, okay. But is it the same company that makes the protein powder? It might be the same company that makes the protein powder, you're not sure? Well, anyway, Ghost makes a flavor of protein powder, which is the only flavor of protein powder I have ever had that actually tasted good. It was their, I want to say, Fruity Pebbles flavor protein powder. I had it as a protein shake one time, and I was like, wait a minute, this actually tastes great. Every other protein powder I have ever had, including the ones people say, oh, no, try this, it's amazing. Right? Was just flaming garbage. Pretending to be a flavor that is not, and just tasting like a waste of time. I don't know why I tried to veer back there. That was the perfect time to just go for it. Go to streamer dashboard, go to community, go to roles manager. Oh. Well, I'm not doing that right this moment. Lorelei will be a VIP after the stream. After we transition to the other game. Which will be either after this level or whatever level is after it. No! That was all so perfect, and then I missed the pipe. I was clenching so hard. Whenever you go through a new section like that and you just sort of wing it and it works, it's a very intense feeling. But your brain is trying to do three things at once. It's trying to like process what's happening. It's trying to do what you think you should be doing, and then most of all, it's trying not to choke. Because you're like, I might not get this opportunity again for a bit. But then I got the opportunity again right away. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna check out this next level. If I'm not really feeling it, we're gonna swap to we have one little segment in between this, and then we're gonna play a different game. A surprise special game that only 2 people know about. So let's go ahead and try Dinosaur Grotto. Oh, and listening to the song. We'll listen to the song then as well. Wait, what? Could I have re-grabbed that? Oh, I definitely could have re-grabbed that. Okay. And by re-grab, I mean, like, pick it up again, not re-grab in the sense of what a re-grab is in Mario. Also, that pipe is suspicious, so it's probably a portrait, right? Yes, it is. Oh, Come back. Come back. I wanted to see who the portrait was about. I don't know who that person's face, so I need to click on the thing. I wasn't expecting a portrait room to to have a challenge to it. The Layer 2 was meant to be as fast as in GPW2 Bowser fight. You tried your best. Okay. I haven't played Grand Poo World 2, or watched Grand Poo World 2, so I don't know what it's referencing. I still don't know who that person is, but you know. We did the thing. What in the fuck am I supposed to do here? Was I not supposed to... How was I not supposed to bounce on the dino a second time? Oh, I didn't go over far enough. Oh, do I not have to... Oh, I'm dumb. Just do this. That's stupid. Bleh. Stupid. That was a donkey moment. This has been 3 levels in a row with just like some really nice music. I need to be faster than this though. Fuck me. Yeah, I need to be way faster than this. Yeah, this is... Oh shit. Well. Would I not just pick up that block and carry it with me? I think I could. Right? I could just do... Oh, no, because it breaks. Okay. So jumping on a dinosaur that's not yet been hit with a block is safe, but jumping on a compressed dino is not safe. The block will break. That's gotta be like an incredibly tiny detail that I would just have never figured out if I had never played Kaizo. Something from Mario World that's just like an obscure fact. My immediate impression of this level, aside from the music, is that I do not like it as much as the last. The compressed dino has higher gravity, so it pulls the block in and breaks it. Duh. Of course, yeah. That makes sense, you know? The compressed dino, its soul is weighed down by gravity. There are a few different blocks and enemies and things like that in Mario World that will just like... This one will break whatever's in your hand. For some reason. Despite the fact that logic dictates that, you know, you are above it. Therefore you should be fine. Shit. All of our souls are weighed down by Earth's gravity. Not mine, I'm free. I don't have any biases towards Earth or the people on it. I'm simply built different. Shit. Well, that's the timing. I just need to actually throw the block. You know what was great about the last level? I didn't have to grab a bunch of fucking blocks. Oh, I meant to like, there was a follow-up to my question earlier about games people associate with Christmas. Right? So, I associate Half-Life 2 with Christmas time, because I played it for Christmas when I was like 14 or 15 or some shit. I had a great time playing it. It's a pretty fun game. I still like it to this day. But I was just wondering, like, Christmas is pretty soon. I'd like to do some... I'm not going to stream on Christmas Day, but I'd like to do some sort of thing for Christmas, you know? I was thinking maybe I could find a game that is in some way associated with Christmas and do like a one-stream playthrough kind of thing. But I'd have to find something that I, like, you know, want to play through and is fitting to the Christmas vibe. I know some people play through some, like, Christmas movie games, and that's not really my kind of thing. I'm not gonna go play through the Polar Express video game, but I wouldn't mind playing through something actually good that is Christmas themed. It's just I don't know anything like that. Man, I remember one year, the year that Polar Express came to DVD or VHS or whatever. I don't remember how old that movie is. Right, the year that that movie came to home video, I went to a Christmas party that I did not want to be at, right? Because it was... I just didn't want to be at the Christmas party. I didn't know any people there. But I sat in the back room with that movie playing, and it was just miserable. Just like, man, I hate this movie, I don't want to be at this party. Just wallowing in my own misery. That's the kind of person I used to be. I still kind of am. When I'm not in the mood, right? When I'm upset or just in a bad place mentally, I want to be alone to stew in my thoughts. I hate that movie. I have never liked that movie. I think that movie is incredibly uncanny to look at, and its story kind of sucks. And I also remember one year, okay, so every year for summer, Blockbuster used to have a deal where you could rent as many games as you want for the whole summer for $30, right? And that's the sort of thing my mother would do for us. She would just get us that deal so that the whole summer she didn't have to worry about us being entertained, because at the very least we could go to Blockbuster and get a new game to play, right? And I remember one time she had to go return a DVD that she was renting, and so she took our games to return and get a new game. I think we could have up to 2 games at once or something like that. And she returned the games, and one of the games she brought back because she had to choose. She didn't know what she was. she didn't know like what we liked. She just picked what seemed interesting to her herself, and she picked the Polar Express video game. And boy, is that game bad! Boy, is that game just absolutely god awful. It's creepy. It's got a bunch of like terrible mini games and things going on in it, and it's way longer than it needs to be. The movie game gave you nightmares because of the dolls? Okay, so I found someone else who has played it. That game is ass. It's terrifying, and it doesn't play well, and it's just... I mean, I think the best thing you can say about it is it seems to have some of the cutscenes from the movie. Being forced to go to Christmas parties when you don't want to be there just reminds you of the time you slapped the shit out of your sister's boyfriend's sister. Okay. I'm sure there's a story behind that, but I'm not gonna pry. Yeah, I know what I need to do there. I just need to be holding the jump button as it's going down to level with that gap, and then just walk. Just run over the gap. The 18v18 mode in Marvel Rebels is a blast. I am glad to hear that. Games need more fun game modes. Grab the block, Mario. You bastard. You were at a Christmas party you didn't want to be at, and that bitch hit you, so you hit her back. I think you were 13 at the time. Wow, 13-year-old Jill didn't know not to hit a lady. What? What? I slipped off the edge. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not vibing with this level that much. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes to see if we can make some progress and get to the checkpoint, but otherwise, we're just gonna move on to segment number 2 of the stream. Oh, I need to be... Okay, I needed to go immediately. The music here is nice, I just don't like what I need to do as far as movement. Okay, we're making some progress. If the last level was filled with like a ton of stuff that I was just like, oh, I really find that sort of thing fun, this is a level filled with the sort of things I don't particularly like. You know? I don't love that section there. I don't like grabbing these blue blocks. I don't like having to bait these bats out. Last level, really good. This level, not feeling it. That's why I don't like that. You can just be a little too high up or a little too fast, a little too far to the right, and you're screwed over. You have to wait the exact right amount of time to bounce off of them. Why'd you put a spike there, you bastard? That is technically progress there. That is one bounce further than we made it last time. You like platformers, but the idea of playing Kaizo or something like this doesn't appeal to you exactly because of levels like this? See, I don't even, like... I'm still having an alright time with this level. It's just, there are things in Kaizo I would rather be doing. And I much prefer Kaizo's style of difficulty, where it's throwing a bunch of different tricks at you to, like... the stuff that Meat Boy does, Super Meat Boy, where it's just like, look at this crazy precision you have to do everywhere. Right? I'm not huge on platformers that rely almost entirely on just like, be as precise as possible. Although, I haven't actually played Super Meat Boy in something like 15 years, so maybe I'd like it now. But to me, platformers like Super Meat Boy seem torturous. Whereas something like this, where it relies more on a bunch of different tricks and techniques that you could use, it's more my speed. But again, been a very long time since I have played Meat Boy. What the hell am I supposed to do there? Bounce once to the right, bounce again off of it, and then go to the right again? You generally prefer more action platformers to traditional platformers. What do you mean by that? Like platformers where like you have an attack button and there are enemies to attack and things like that? Like Shovel Knight? Yeah, okay. That's kind of what I was thinking. Games where there is, like, lots of platforming, but it's not the only thing you're doing. Shovel Knight is peak. One of the best games ever. Traditionally, I also prefer that sort of platformer, where it's not just platforming. But you know, Mario's just fantastic, so I can't complain about a Mario game. You know Mega Man is like that too, but you've never had a chance to play them? Oh, bro. Mega Man is lit. Litty AF. I love the part where you fight the Sigma. Ha ha ha. Let's say some other dead ass. It's bussin'. On God. Ah! Okay. I don't know why I felt like screaming for that particular death, but that's how it made me feel. Fuck. For real, no cap? Yeah. Exactly. I'm glad there's someone in here that is hip with the lingo. That all the groovy youngsters are saying. Okay. I see what's going on there. I see. I'm gonna give this a couple of more attempts to see if we can get to the checkpoint. If not, we're just gonna swap over to the surprise video game. Mr. Streamer Man hitting us with the Skibbity Ohio Riz. It's true. Gayat, Rizzler. What other things do kids say? 6, 7, there we go. There were more than a few 6, 7s at my Thanksgiving dinner, unfortunately. I hate that one so much. Ah. Why did we delete Lorelai's? You can't delete Lorelai saying Mr. Streamer Man hit us with a Skibbity Ohio Riz. Come on. What are the kids gonna think of you old people and all your grouchityness, being unable to accept the lingo of the generation? Weren't you ever a kid that was like, wow, that guy sure is a loser? What a dweeb that guy is. He doesn't know about the cool new words we say like sick or nasty. When the things aren't sick or nasty, they're the opposite, in fact. Damn it. Our words make more sense than the current generation garbage? Okay, I will agree that some of them make more sense, right? But I also grew up towards the tail end of my generation saying ratchet, and that shit doesn't make any sense. What the fuck do you mean ratchet? What language are you speaking? What could that possibly convey? Okay? But at least compared to like 6, 7, that is a word that you can say that is not just a combination of two numbers that has literally no meaning. Your state never got ratchet? Well, lucky you. And my state never got, like, boolin' or bussin' or any of those words, you know? But when my brothers visited from Tennessee, that's the shit they were saying all the time. Okay. Last couple of attempts. If we don't make any progress, we're donezo. You thought bussin' was only like 4 years ago? Bro, what? You live under a rock. You live under a rock. Bussin' has been around for like 10 years now. That was like right around the time my brother started saying like things like, "Do you want the smoke?" You know? Do y'all know what that means when you give someone the smoke? Ah, it's right there. Ah. I lost my momentum at the end there, and that's why things didn't go my way. Oh, why did grab the block, you bastard? As someone who enjoys language stuff, it's interesting how much of the popular slang for each generation arises from either African American vernacular English or deeply racist corners of the internet, with very few exceptions. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the word ratchet, for example, which was just like a black Twitter thing. But yeah, so much of slang actually just comes from those exact two things that you mentioned. Like deeply racist stuff, or the opposite, African American vernacular English. When did that become a thing? African American vernacular English as a literary term, not a literary, as like an understood concept in language, has been around for a very, very long time. And it's pretty easy to understand why, because black people in America grew up with a different culture and a different way of speaking than most other people in America. Most other groups in America. Yes! Yes! Is it like being French Canadian? I mean, I guess, to some degree. I don't know if I want to keep going with this level right now, or if I just want to switch. I want to make this jump and then decide. Fucking, it feels like you could just immediately jump and make that, but nope. You can't. This is some bullshit. Do I need more space? Do I need to P-speed it? No, I can't get P-speed here. I'm going to make this jump. Fucking... There we go. Oh, and then I have to jump, and then... Okay, jump again. We need to do this, and... Wait, no? No, I do. Okay, cool. Okay, second half of this level looks a little more fun than the first half, but I'm gonna call it for now. We're gonna pause that timer, 32 minutes. Remember that for Monday, or hopefully it'll just save. And now we're gonna swap over, but first we're gonna do something. I noticed a thing when I booted up Steam today. A thing that I was gonna just do off stream. But then I was like, wait a minute, I could just do this on stream. Wow, 3216 is a neat number. But is it as neat as two other numbers I'm thinking of? I don't think so. Not according to the kids, at least. Okay.